In the 1960s, a band by the name of Pink Floyd, formed by friends Roger Waters, Syd Barrett, who would later be replaced by David Gilmour, Richard Wright, and Nick Mason, would soon become iconic for their psychedelic compositions, lengthy songs, and unique sounds unheard before in popular music. At the time of their formation, youth were becoming more aware to the social issues and pressures placed on them, a major theme in Pink Floyd's music, which resonated with their demographic and catapulted them to legend status. A song characteristic of their themes is their song Us and Them off their 1973 classic album Dark Side of the Moon. The song's title is quite literal, with Pink Floyd commenting on the void and separation caused between people created by political turmoil, particularly the Vietnam War. Roger Waters, composer and songwriter of the piece, was directly affected by war himself, as his father died during the Battle of Anzio in World War II. He described that the first verse is about going to war. On the front line, we don't get much chance to communicate with one another because someone else has decided that we shouldn't. The song's slow tempo contrasts many other political rock anthems. However, it may be better indicative of the sadness felt by those separated by war, which is further purported by the meaningful lyrics. The various musical elements employed by Pink Floyd further catapult the emotion and meaning the song intends to give off. Firstly, the echoes and reverb used by Pink Floyd make the piece feel much more spacey, which further push the feeling of division the song concerns itself with. New instrumentation not typical to Pink Floyd's music was brought on by Dick Perry, who played the jazzy saxophone heard through the song. The jazz aspect added to the song by the saxophone are meant to add an introspective and melancholic feel, reinforcing the sadness brought on by war. Through the song, Pink Floyd uses lots of dynamic contrast between soft and slower verses, with more booming sections supported by the percussion and the harmony added on by a backing chorus. These shifts make the louder part of the song more impactful as the listener is brought in by the soothing instrumentation and then stunned by the shift, imitating the ebb and flow of war and human conflict. In the time since the release of Us and Them, it has become a moral anthem for anti war and peace movements, where people were dismayed by the lack of morale and the artificial barriers created between people during war. Through the hopeless lyrics, but soothing sounds provided by way of the keyboard and saxophone, listeners feel the empathy for those broken by war and are reminded to look past the self imposed division caused by war. The song's attempt to accomplish an anti war message succeeded then and for generations to come, who are still touched by the music, making it worthy of those who appreciate powerful protest music.